Tensions erupted inside the White House as President Donald Trump, Vice President JD Vance, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy went head-to-head in a heated exchange that some say could alter the course of global diplomacy. With the world on edge, was this meeting about peace or power? What started as a high-stakes negotiation quickly turned into a verbal battlefield. Trump didn't mince words when he warned Zelenskyy that he was, quote, gambling with World War III.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems.
You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
But Zelenskyy wasn't backing down, firing back that Russia had already broken their agreements, questioning what kind of diplomacy Trump was even proposing. Then, Vice President JD Vance jumped in, calling Zelenskyy's remarks very disrespectful and demanding to know if Ukraine had even once thanked the U.S. for its support.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
And then came the moment that left everyone stunned. Trump, in his signature style, silenced Zelenskyy with a sharp remark. "You've done a lot of talking," he said angrily.
You think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this.
Was this just tough love or a sign that U.S. support for Ukraine is on thin ice? Trump didn't stop there. He made it clear that without U.S. military support, Ukraine would have lost the war in weeks. Zelenskyy, clearly frustrated, countered with a chilling reference. He had heard a similar timeline from Vladimir Putin. Trump's final words, a grim warning that it would be very hard to do business like this.
And we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet.
You haven't been allowed.
In this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment. And you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
if
you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
But was he talking about peace negotiations or about future U.S. aid? Now, here's where the speculation begins. Could this fiery exchange be signaling the start of a new era, one where Ukraine is left to fend for itself? Is Trump positioning the U.S. as a mediator, or is he playing power politics with global security at stake? And what about the rumored trilateral meeting between Trump, Putin, and Zelenskyy? Trump called it no love match, but is there a hidden agenda behind closed doors? With global alliances shifting and tensions rising, one thing is clear: this is far from over.
All I can say is this: he might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened, but he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing.
What do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for U.S.-Ukraine relations? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.